I came across this side book on Instagram because Meta Ads knows me and everyone else way too well. I love philosophy, I love psychology, I love storytelling, and this book seemed to be doing something new and different on all of those fronts. So I was intrigued and I went to the website, and the first thing I could tell is someone put so much thought into this. And I love when someone puts a lot of thought into something. So I read through it, and I was especially compelled by this idea that this book presents a theory, a framework to understand the mind, the world, and life. But it does so through telling a story that's designed to evoke the right emotional experiences for each individual reader such that they come to their own unique realizations. And I thought this concept was fascinating, super compelling, so I ordered the book. And then the book was shipped to me, and it was coming from Slovenia, Maribor, Slovenia. And I thought this was very bizarre because I'm Slovenian by heritage, and nothing ever comes from Slovenia. I live in the US, unless it's from or related to my family. So I was already like, what a weird coincidence. Also, the book talks a lot about coincidences, so it's like a meta coincidence. And anyway, I was even more intrigued at that point, of course. And then I ended up reading the book, and I followed the instructions for reading it, and I loved that there were instructions, basically to read one chapter each day and then sleep on it at night. And I think that helped me stay locked into the experience of reading it, and it makes it so that you can't start this book and not finish it. And I usually start books and don't finish them, so that was cool to just be so present with the experience. And I did notice these things that they say you might notice when you read this book. I was having more vivid dreams, and I was also triggered by some of the characters in the book above and beyond how I usually react to characters in a book. So it was definitely having this immediate effect of driving some self-reflection and just emotional processing for me. So I was like, okay, cool. I had a great experience reading the book. It was interesting. I liked it. And then shortly thereafter, I'm a PhD student, and I got offered a fellowship to go study for 3 months in Slovenia, again, my home country, and again, the country the book was from. And while I was there in Slovenia, I got to visit Maribor and see some of the settings in which the book took place. And that was really neat because it was like the whole book came alive in my life and led on this crazy adventure. So obviously that I only share this not because everyone's gonna have the same experience. That was pretty crazy, but I do think this book, based on what other people have said about it, other people I've talked to who've read it, it does have this way of coming to life and almost being a character in your life itself, which just makes it more dimensional, I think, than other books. And for me, that played out in a really epic way, where I got to meet more people because of this book and really live it out and experience it. So that was very cool. I'm very much looking forward to reading it again after all these experiences, because I think you could read it 100 times and not get everything. It always delivers something new, what you need next. And that also makes me really compelled to get it as a gift for other people who would be interested, because it's something that's very special, very beautiful, and very transformative. One of my favorite insights from the book has to do with the idea of stage sets. You can think of these like masks we put on to create a certain impression for others. And not only do they restrict others from the truth about ourselves, but they also restrict us when we use them from the truth of the world, from what's real, from what's fulfilling. And thinking about it this way has made me far more attentive to the ways in which I present in a certain way, to create a certain effect, and question what is this keeping me from? What could be here that I'm not letting myself discover? And that's been really helpful in my life and opened up a lot of new doors for me.